Hi friends, and welcome back to art. Today we are making a frog. Today you need a rectangular paper. So if you're using line paper or copy paper, I just have green copy paper left over from my in-person classes. Grab a piece of paper that is a rectangle, and this is 8.5 by 11, so this is copy paper size. If all you have is white paper, don't worry about it. You can always decorate it after we're done. So the first thing we're going to do, my friends, is we're going to put an X at the top, but we're not going to cut the bottom off today. So we're going to take the top corner and we're going to fold it over to the side like this. Try to make your corners as pointy as possible. So what I just did is I took the top of my paper and I put it off to the side. And what I wanted to do to make sure I had a straight line is I lined up this edge here with this edge, and that made it almost perfect. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to fold it the opposite direction, just like we did yesterday. And if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. Close is fine. So you do those folds and then you open it up. The next one's kind of tricky. What you want to do is you want to put a fold that goes right through the middle of your paper. So this part right here, we want to make a fold go through the X. So I'm going to flip my paper over because I want to put my fold this way. And it helps if you kind of line up your folds together. So like those should be right lined up with each other. This side should be lined up with each other. They're not right now, so let me fix that. And I want to make sure, there we go. See how I just kind of pull on my paper a little bit till I see the X where it should be? And then I fold it out. I know yesterday doing this, these steps was a lot easier because it was on a square piece of paper. Okay, so now you're going to fold it over again, and just like we did yesterday, we're going to go like that, and you're going to pop those creases together, push down, smooth out your fold, push down, smooth out your fold, and you should have a triangle that looks like this. Okay, so now you're going to take one flappy and you're going to fold it straight up. So this point is going to go to this point, and this edge is going to go here. Go straight up and go across like that. And then do the same on the other side where you have. So remember, with origami, whatever we do on the left, we're doing on the right. So make sure you're paying attention to that as we go. Now we're going to fold the sides to the center. This is kind of confusing. So what I like to do is lift up my one side here so I can see this line, because this line is going to be close to the center. And I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to line it up right here. And I'm going to line up the bottom of my paper, make sure that's lined up, and then I'm going to crease my fold. So what I'm doing every time I'm doing this is I'm checking to make sure that my work is where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to fold that over, make sure the bottom is lined up, looks good, crease my fold. And so you should have this shape. It looks kind of like a house to me, like if you flip it over, it looks like a little house. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you're going to fold the bottom up. And this can get kind of confusing. So you're going to fold this piece up. And I like to turn it when I'm doing this fold. It makes a little bit more sense to me. I'm going to put this corner to here and this corner to this corner. So I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to line up those two corners with those two corners, the square corners with the diamond corners, and I'm going to crease my fold. Now we have to do one more fold to make our little froggy's legs. So right now he ain't hopping. So we're going to fold this part back. So if you've ever folded like a paper fan, this is the same fold that you would do. You're just going to do it one time. So we're going to fold it back halfway. So it's a halfway fold. and we fold it over. Oops. And sometimes your paper is going to do that. So what I like to do is I just stick my finger in there and I just poke it, and then I can crease my fold. And it didn't happen on the other side, so that's good. Crease your folds, and then again, as always, I like to use something to help my folds be nice and flat. I have a pair of scissors right here today, and I'm just going to use the handle. Make sure they're closed. And I'm going to fold my folds nice and flat. Go over each one of them, make sure they're flat and that I'm happy with them. And then get enough corners. All right, so now you're going to open up the legs a little bit so it looks like a zigzag or a letter Z. And then you're going to pull the front legs out. And then that's our little frog friend. And they just kind of hop like that. They do little hoppies. And then if you're drawing on him, he's going to go flat again. You just pull out his little arms and leggies. So let me grab this. So our frog's face is up here. So I like to do a little dot here and a little dot here, or dash for nose. And then I like to do big circle eyes because frogs have big eyes. And because I like making speckly frogs, I go through and I always add little speckles on my frog. And if he ever goes flat, you can just pull his legs out, pop them out, and then there he goes. And that is our froggy friend today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.